Hi everyone, Helen, your Emotion Code and Body Code Certified Practitioner, coming to you from the Inside Out Institute. Great to have you along in this series where we're talking about our inner child. We've got to do the episode 5, where we're talking about being mindful of that inner critic when we're working with our inner child. And that is the inner critic is quite distinct from the inner child. They're not one and the same. So when you're doing work on your inner child, where you're trying to find that curiosity and that playfulness of the younger you that was always locked inside of you. And you hear an inner critic, a voice inside of you saying, oh God, this is so stupid and you look foolish and, what are you doing this for? I want you to be really aware that that is the inner critic voice and it's quite distinct from the inner child. So your inner child is the younger version of you. The inner critic is, as we always kind of think of a critic, as that negative voice that comes out. But just be aware that an inner critic over time can also be a very, very positive influence. So we just want to have awareness that it's the inner critic talking. It's the adult self of us talking when it's saying you're looking foolish and stupid. And we want to be able to change that around. We want to acknowledge it and listen to it, because what you want to do, if it's telling you you're being foolish, what you want to be able to do is saying, am I really? Actually, all this work I'm doing with my inner child is actually making me feel so much better. It's making me feel like, I can find that young, playful side of me again. And, it's bringing joy into my life. So is that such a bad thing? No, it's not. So you hear your inner critic, but then you make a decision to go ahead and do what you need to do. You don't automatically hear that inner critic and then just go with what it's saying. And the more that you just listen to your inner critic and weigh it up and measure it, then the more that inner critic will actually turn from a negative aspect into a positive aspect if it's not a positive one already. And that's what we want to do. We want to sort of create that balance between the two so that they can work in harmony. And once you achieve that, then you'll find that things will just naturally start getting better and better. You won't hear that voice, that negative voice, that critic inside your head all the time, yabbering at you and trying to knock you back. You'll instead have a voice that says, okay, yeah, I can think about this. I can see the good aspects of this and I can move forward with this. So I hope that has been helpful. I hope us exploring the inner critic for you this week has been really useful for you, just to know that that is what is there inside of you. That is what sometimes catches you unaware when you least expect it, because those feelings just rise out from the younger you, and how we can actually reconnect and tap back into that inner child. And if it's an unhappy one, how we can make it better. So as always, fantastic having you along, watching my series, and I look forward to connecting with you next time. Take care, everyone.